Why are all these seedlings growing to the left? Hey Project Fam, welcome back to another video. So I think I'm going to do some product reviews. I bought some products that I'm going to use in my indoor garden, which will later be moved to the outdoor garden. I'll start off with this one. This is called a Sprouter Deluxe Propagation Kit. And I'll tell you why I bought this, because it has a tall lid, a tall like baker's lid. You know, back in the days, you used to go into the diner, or frankly, you still might go into the diner and buy a slice of cake. They got cakes on the counter, and they're in this cake plate. And on top of the cake plate, you have this big lid, dome lid. Well, really, that's what I wanted. I wanted a tall dome lid so I can start planting my seeds in the seed starter, and I can let them grow in the seed starter a lot longer. So what happens now is, you see how tall that is? The regular dome on a seed starter might be 2 inches. This is at least 7 inches. So what happens now is I plant in the smaller dome, and by the time the seeds are like 2 or 3 inches, I've got to take them out of their moisture environment. So what comes with this is the bottom tray and the top tray, not the inserts. As you can tell, it really doesn't even fit like my standard insert tray. But that's not a problem, because what I could do is I could always cut my seedling tray and put them inside. And this is something I think everyone should do. If your product comes with instructions, read your instructions before you do anything. You'd be surprised how much they pay people to write instructions. You gotta read it. You would be doing yourself a disservice if you tried to figure out this product without reading the instructions. You gotta read the instructions. All right, so we're back. This seed starting kit comes in 3 parts: the dome lid, the bottom black tray, and this is the cool part. It actually comes with a light. So now you can basically take that anywhere where there's an outlet, and you can start seeds. If you're working from home, you could start seeds next to your office desk. If you're in the kitchen, you could start seeds in the kitchen. It doesn't matter. So the only thing this kit does not come with is a timer. You don't want your lights staying on all the time. It's not daylight 24 hours a day, right? So what you want to do is you want to give the seeds the proper amount of daytime as well as darkness. So the construction of that dome lid is also pretty sturdy. It's not flimsy. So the only thing I'm doing now is I'm taking off that blue reflective tape. Good. They just put that on during shipping. And I'm going to rotate my bulb back into the housing, and I'm going to set the housing on top, and I'm going to turn the light on and plug that light into a timer. Timers cost about $8 at the big box store. I set it up, just like the daylight outside. When it's daylight outside, it'll be daylight inside your home. When the sun goes down, when it's sundown, you turn the timer off. That's exactly how you should set it. All right. And I bought this off Amazon. I might have paid $60 for it. I will definitely leave a link in the description. I do like this. I love the tall dome. In my videos later on, you'll see the value in having a tall dome lid. And that's all she wrote. All right, here I am. I just plugged the light in, and you could see it's a very bright bulb. And it's a nice, simple setup. No screws. You don't have to put it together. The only thing that you need to buy is the insert that comes in the middle with the seeds. That's about it. Your seed starting tray does not come with it. It's large enough to put some established plants. That's my pepper plant. That plant is probably around 5 or 6 weeks old. Now let's open up the next item. It's like opening a mystery box. Okay. Those red apple looking things. Fruit fly trap. Yes, to get rid of the flying fruit flies. Actually, they're gnats, but I want to see if that actually works. What else is here? Another seed starting tray. Some seed starting cups with dome lids. I like those. I think those are like 4-inch cups. And these are yellow sticky things you put in plants for the flying bugs to get stuck, like a glue trap. That's what it is, a fly glue trap. But for now, we're going to open our smaller seed starting tray. This is a 3-pack of seed starting trays with tall humidity domes. They're not 7-inch like our other one, more like 5 inches, which is still very good. So what comes? The bottom tray comes in it. Nice. You have 3 sturdy bottom trays. And you have 3 dome trays. Oh, this is what I like. Look how I just tossed that in there. That's what I like about it. It fits my standard seed starting tray. Then you put a dome on top. And again, I'm able to keep my seedlings in this dome a lot longer. One of the issues I have is if I'm using soil and the soil is exposed after watering it and it's moist, bugs like to lay eggs. Little gnats like to lay eggs in the soil. So by me covering the soil or covering the seedlings a lot longer, it prevents the gnats from laying eggs. And these are the tops to the seed starting dome, or should I call them humidity dials? So you open the lid if you want more air in, or you close it off if you want to create a humid environment. I keep all of my lids closed because it's not like 100 degrees in these trays, so it's not extremely hot, but it does create a really good environment for growing plants. You can tell it's not as tall as the 7-inch. Like if I put that lid on top of that pepper plant, it will break the top of the plant, but still very tall, much taller than the standard dome. All right, so the last product in the mystery box are these little 4-inch pots. So I purchased these pots, and it's pretty nice to have. I purchased these pots to transplant over some of the items that I have in that ceramic little pot to the right over there. I think it's holy basil over there and something else, and I've been struggling a lot with that. So I'm going to try and put them in a dome where they have more humidity, because you see how dry that soil is on the right in that planter. I want to put it in an environment where it at least is kept moist and I don't have to keep putting water on it every couple of days. That's what I really don't like to do. I like to build a system that is somewhat self-sufficient, because I am not the type of person who will come home every day and water their plants or give their seedlings some moisture. And now I'm just transferring the what's left of the holy basil and rosemary into these 4-inch pots. So I'll transfer them into those pots. I will obviously give them just a little bit of water. I'll put a cover over them, and I will put them under the light. This is basically an experiment. You know, at this point, all the big box stores and nurseries have holy basil, rosemary, mint, thyme. They already have this stuff already grown, and I could just go pick that up. But I want to see if I could do it. That's what it's all about. It's all about taking on projects, figuring things out, putting these plants in the best environment to be successful and seeing if it works. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, okay, we learned something. For example, I bought mint seeds. Man, mint should grow and just keep growing, but I cannot get the mint seeds to germinate. I went in the big box store and they've got a huge mint plant. I almost just wanted to buy that, because I know if I buy that and wherever I put it, it's going to spread and grow. Now I'm back over here, and I need to give this area a name. I have two growing areas inside the house. So this is the one with my built-in grow lights and everything else, where I keep most of these succulents. And as you can see, those are the 4-inch pots with the dome. That's where they'll live for the next few weeks or so. Let's see if that works out. looks like something's happening, right? Now I want you to pay close attention. So if you look at the marigolds right here, they're all growing in that direction, right? And if I look over here, I'm looking at the okra and the collard greens. Again, they're all growing in that direction. That's because they are growing towards the light. See that light right there? They are trying to grow to that light. So what I'm gonna do is move these underneath the bright light so they can get what they're looking for. You know what, why don't I just take it off, right? We could take a really good look at it. Okay. I guess I should put on the real lights, right? Let's put on some more light. There we go. So look at the marigolds. Look at the shift. They're all growing, trying to get to that light. They're almost human. I kid you not, they're almost human. All right. Oh, yeah, I have to figure out how to separate this tray so the plants that are ready to go for some light can get some light. I mean, look at the height of this okra. Look at this. Look at the height of it. That is amazing. I don't think I can put these back on. All right. And this actually has a built-in light, but we're not going to use that yet. So when I told you that tomatoes grow like weeds, man, those seeds were the first to sprout. And not only did they sprout, let's see if I can get a little close up here. Remember, we planted a seed in the middle, and we planted one over here at 10 o'clock. So over here, the middle sprouted, 10 o'clock, 2 sprouted. Over here, the middle sprouted, nothing at 10. And then we got the middle and 10, middle at 10. So the majority of these cherry tomato seeds have sprouted. When we look, nothing else has. Again, let's take another look over here. And the marigolds, again in soil, are doing their thing. So I'm just going to cover this entire tray and put this underneath the light. And I'm probably going to cut. Should I put all of these? You know what? So even if I put this entire tray underneath the light, within the next couple of days, these things are going to be extremely tall. So I have to figure that out. Moved all of the citrus trees outside. What I'm going to do is clean up this area over here, and I'm going to move all of my aloe that's hanging out up here down over here, because aloe doesn't need a ton of light. See this over here? This aloe over here is so good. So what I'm going to do is put most of the aloe over here so they can get some light. That way I'll have more room on the table and I can clean this up a little bit. Oh, yep. Then what we're going to do is we're going to review our traps that we set for these fruit flies. All right, that's just a sneak peek. Let's do some nighttime shots. So look at the citrus plants in their new habitats. We have plenty of rain, probably about 4 inches of rain, so they're looking good. I came out for these right here. Ooh. Look at that. I did want to rinse these off, so mission accomplished with the rain. Ooh, listen to that. All right, these come with me, but let's look at these pepper plants from last season. The aphids. did a job on these inside. I don't know if they're salvageable, but we'll see. And if you want to see all the goodies, look at this. This looks like a mess. So in the next couple of weeks, we're going to turn this into our outdoor patio garden. This is what it looks like. Not hiding it. This is what it looks like. But you'll see the transformation over time. This doesn't look too bad at night. I think, you know what? Let me turn on these lights, see what that looks like. So, projects and problems. It's a patio light. Look at that. So there we go. It's my first time turning on these lights in a long time. I'm actually going to replace these bulbs with LEDs. Oh, look at there's actually water in here. Look at that. That's going to be another project. But putting up these patio lights and mounting these poles, as you can see, was a project in itself. So nothing was easy, but it looks really good. And over here, that is a bug zapper, which obviously I haven't turned on yet because the bugs haven't come out. Very nice. So that concludes our product review as well as the 1 week update. Plants are growing quickly. I'm sure I'll have more updates coming real soon.